Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Star back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about if the Houston Astros should claim pitcher Lucas Giolito off of waivers from the Los Angeles Angels division rival. Not yesterday, Tuesday, the Los Angeles Angels waived the following 5 players, including 2019 All-Star Lucas Giolito. The Angels waived Giolito, Randall Grichuk. They also waived Hunter Renfroe, Matt Moore, and Ronaldo Lopez. 3 out of the 5 of those players they traded prospects for during the trade deadline, and now, almost a month later, they are getting rid of all those guys. I mean, that's crazy. Gave up all those prospects for a month of these guys, but at the same time, they weren't going to have them for much longer because they were all going to be free agents, and they were all going to leave them because the Los Angeles Angels are a dumpster fire, and they're so prioritized about re-signing Shohei Ohtani right now that honestly, some of these guys that are free agents that the Angels waived, all these guys that they waived on Tuesday were all free agents going into 2024 free agency. None of them would have been re-signed by Los Angeles with the money the Angels need to give Ohtani if they want him to go back there. And look how bad it's been for them. So here's how I feel about it. I think none of those guys would have been re-signed, not even Giolito. And I mean, you were gonna only have about another, couple weeks, or maybe a little bit. You were gonna only have about a month. Season ends in a month. You're gonna only have, or a little bit over a month. You're gonna only have a little bit over a month of them playing for you again. And it's not like they would have been playing for anything. Y'all are not making the playoffs. The Angels are not making the playoffs. They're not playing for anything right now. So the way I feel of it is this was not that bad of a move by the Angels because they were going to lose every single one of those players. And I don't know why they did those trades. They should not trade prospects when they knew they were not going to make a playoff push. It was all stupid in the first place. And I'm not just an Astros fan hating on the Angels. I mean, for a team that is in my division, I have respect for the Angels because they've dealt, and I have respect for Angels fans because they've dealt through a lot. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm rooting for the Angels. I'm not. I mean, I wanted to see them succeed because I feel bad for Angels fans. They have 2 of the best baseball players in the world in Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, but somehow they still suck every season. I feel bad for Angels fans. I really do, and I feel bad for the Angels as a team. And even though they're in my team's division, I'm actually kind of hoping the Angels do better. But it seems that that's not going to happen. And they waived Giolito. I think he could be a good fit for the Astros. I think the only difference is the Astros were actually looking at Lucas Giolito at the trade deadline. They really wanted to acquire him. I've heard that when the Astros were acquiring Kendall Graveman, relief pitcher, when the Astros sent Corey Lee, top 5 prospect, to the White Sox for Kendall Graveman, that the Astros were trying to work on a deal with the White Sox to get Lucas Giolito and Kendall Graveman in a huge trade with the White Sox, but that didn't happen. Apparently, the White Sox were asking for too much. I think the White Sox were asking for like Drew Gilbert, Corey Lee, and another prospect. But the Astros were not able to trade for Lucas Giolito. Then he gets traded to the Angels shortly after the Astros had some discussions with them, and nothing happened though. Giolito had six starts with the Angels, and did solid. To start the season with the White Sox, he had 21 starts. Let's go over his 6 starts with the Angels. Then we'll go over his 21 starts with the White Sox. It was terrible with Los Angeles, and I don't want to go off of anything with what happened with Los Angeles. They're not a good team, and it's not like he was playing for a good team before with the White Sox. But I just think being in Houston would be it would be a change of scenery for him, being around a new team, a new squad that's actually fighting for something, which the Angels or the White Sox were clearly not doing. These Astros are trying to win a World Series, while the Angels and the White Sox are two of the bottom teams in the AL, in the American League. But Giolito 2023 went 1-5 with a 6.89 ERA with 6 starts and 32 innings pitched, with 28 runs given up, 25 earned runs, 10 home runs, 15 walks, and 34 strikeouts. But his stats were way better in Chicago, with going 6-6 with a 3.79 ERA, 21 starts, 221 innings pitched, 106 hits given up, with a total of 55 runs and 51 earned runs given up, 20 home runs, and 42 walks given up on 131 strikeouts. So you can see how much better his stats were in Chicago this season compared to Los Angeles. If you're wondering, Astros fans, why would the Astros pick up Lucas Giolito with a full rotation? I don't know. I mean, you were interested in him at the trade deadline. I know things might have changed with Justin Verlander, now in Houston, the Astros trading for him, and Jose Urquidy coming back from the injured list. But, I mean, would it be bad to add in another starter to this rotation? Would it really? Injuries could happen. And you've seen some of these starters struggle from here and there. You've seen Christian Javier, who was expected to be one of the best pitchers in this rotation, struggle a lot. I know he's our ace pitcher, but Framber Valdez, he's been great, had a great start today. He hasn't always pitched his best. He had a no-hitter, though. He hasn't always pitched his best baseball. Hunter Brown, rookie, who I love, his last start was very good, but he hasn't pitched the best baseball. So that's right there. That's 2 pitchers. I'm not going to include Framber because he's pitched more better than he has bad. But Hunter Brown and Christian Javier have pitched probably more bad than they have good. And maybe Hunter Brown's even. But you have those 2 guys, and also you have Jose Urquidy, who's struggled here and there, and also has had a lot of injury problems. So you only have a couple fluent starting pitchers in this rotation. You have Verlander, you have Valdez, and you have J.P. France. But the same thing, he's a rookie as well. We don't know how good he will be in the postseason. Will he with the big stage on postseason, rookie? How will he do in the postseason? And only reason I'm not saying the same thing for Hunter Brown is because Hunter Brown actually pitched for the Astros in the postseason last year. It might have not been for very long. He pitched I think he pitched like 8 or 9 innings, or maybe 10 innings in the whole last postseason for the Astros. And it was solid in the postseason. So Hunter Brown has already pitched a decent amount of innings in the postseason, while J.P. France has never done that. I love Hunter Brown. I think Hunter Brown right now, I would say, has the better potential to be the better pitcher overall. But I feel that as of right now, I feel like J.P. France is the better pitcher in this rotation. But you see the struggles in this rotation sometimes. There's a lot of good moments in this rotation. This rotation is very good. But you see a lot of struggles with Christian Javier and Hunter Brown. And, even sometimes with Jose Urquidy. And also now he's starting to do a lot of bullpen outings. Would it be bad to add in Lucas Giolito to this rotation? I mean, I know he struggled with the Angels. I know he did okay with the White Sox, but didn't do his best. But honestly, he had a great season in 2019. If you look at his 2019 season with the White Sox, was fantastic there. Was an all-star with 14-9 with a 3.41 ERA. He had 29 games, 29 starts. With 176 innings pitched, 131 hits given up, 69 runs given up, with 67 earned runs given up, 24 home runs given up, and 57 walks given up, with 228 strikeouts. That's the most he's ever thrown in his career. I think it would be a great change of scenery for Lucas Giolito, but I think the teams trying to line up to pick Lucas Giolito, teams that are trying to make it into the wild card, or teams that are trying to have success in the playoffs, which are the Astros are one of those teams, but teams that are the teams that are that are a little bit not as good as the Astros, could definitely be looking to pick up Giolito. I think a surprise team that I would honestly not be surprised if they got Lucas Giolito tomorrow, because tomorrow is when Lucas Giolito could be claimed. That I should have mentioned that in the beginning of the video, but A team that I wouldn't be surprised if they win after Lucas Giolito and made a hard push to claim him would be the Miami Marlins. They were a team that had some talks with the White Sox about trading for Lucas Giolito. Watch out for the Miami Marlins potentially. They're trying to make a wild card push. I think they're either 67 and 60. Yesterday when I checked, they were 66 and 65. I know they played today. I don't know if they won or lost. So they are either 66 and 66 or they are 67 and 65. And they're trying to make a push to the wild card. They're trying to get in. Not a great chance they do it, but the NL wild card race is so close right now. A little bit of a winning streak and a couple teams lose, you're back in it. So maybe adding a Giolito could help the Marlins. I think they're a potential team that could potentially get Lucas Giolito tomorrow, but I think the Astros are as well. And there's probably so many other teams that are going to be lined up to try to get Lucas Giolito to help out their starting pitching going into the not going into the All-Star break, going into the postseason and going into wild card matchups. That's the video, though. Hope you guys enjoyed them, or thoughts, and peace out.